Everyone, and good day, and welcome back to another Zoom Racing League D4 action with you today. I'm here joined with Sid.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, as you can see, Sid is very enthusiastic for this race coming up. We got Singapore, D4, probably lots of safety cars. I don't know yet. We're gonna figure that out soon. Yeah, so I don't know. Singapore, right? We haven't done this last season, if I'm not too sure.
No, it's been like 2 seasons since we've done this.
2 seasons. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you were even here back when we did this.
No, I wasn't. I
Yeah.
joined Zoom Racing League last season.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the last time we did, there was a lot of interesting races in all the divisions. It was the final race of the championship back then, and the D2 championship was really close. It was the top three of us were separated by around 10 points, and it was a final lap showdown. It was really nice. So let's hope for something similar in, well, not D4 because Rigraf currently has a 70-point lead over his teammate Labib, but in the other divisions where the points might be closer,
Yeah.
Rigraf currently starting out his lap. Let's ride on board with him, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Let's run involved with Rigraph right now. Leading the championship with a strong 70-point lead. I mean, commanding is not even a word there. I mean, he's already wrapped it up.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's wrapped it up and he doesn't need to take any risk at all. He just needs to finish in the top 5, or not even that, but yeah, I'm sure he's good enough to finish in the top 5 consistently every week.
Yeah, I mean, and finishing the top 5, he will. Rigraph known for just constantly being there, you know? And that's going to be something that TPs are going to be looking at next season. What drivers can be there? And when I mean there, I mean consistently be in positions instead of going, the 10th, all over the place, Consistency
Yeah,
truly is what makes championships.
yeah, exactly. Because if you take a look at George Russell in real life, he hasn't won a single race, but I think he's fourth in the championship or
Yeah,
maybe
he's
fifth.
fourth.
But yeah,
And biting down the necks of the Ferraris, which is not really something that's
exactly.
supposed to be happening, but it is, so that's what consistency does. As we can see, everyone just dodging. Very small track, not a lot of space to give room. So hopefully these D4 drivers can keep it clean. I mean, last race we had no tickets for D4, so very impressive from Division 4 boys.
Yeah, which is why the full qualifying session that we are having will help later on this session as a few people get eliminated. In this Q1 session, only 2 people will be eliminated.
Uh-huh.
So Rigraph shouldn't have any trouble getting through with a lap time of 40.5.
Yeah, he shouldn't have any trouble at all. As we can see, Adao, the AlphaTauri driver,
Oh,
blitzing Labib and Rigraphs, and even Christian Cummings time. I mean, Adao and the AlphaTauri, you know, walking through the Ferrari drivers right now.
yeah, that's an underrated driver in a lower ranked team. He's doing really good for himself.
That's going to be something that everyone's going to be looking at next season. Adao has been a very top performer in D4 when he's going to be moving up to D3. I think his consistency isn't there yet. I'm pretty sure race pace will definitely, more races will definitely get him there. But yeah, Adao is definitely a prospect that people can look at in the future for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He could even be fighting for the championship in the top divisions, Division 1 or 2. We never know.
Yeah, and let's look at
This
some
is
of our reserves here real quick, Sid. I mean, it's Shrive from the Xbox division. And we have some of our Xbox guys hopping in Division
yeah,
4 and Division 3. It's really good.
yeah. We have some of our old veterans here as well. Siggy is reserving for Mercedes, and he's one of the oldest guys from the league. And yeah, it's nice to see some familiar names back.
And Itchry seems to have a little bit of connection issues right now. He will be looking into that shortly. You see
Yeah,
Siggy.
as I was saying,
Go ahead.
it's nice to see the drivers develop in the league. For example, Mac Verstappen he's also an old member of the league. He was here like more than a year ago, and I remember practicing with him, and he was just all over the place. He couldn't keep the car on track. And recently, we have seen him fighting for the lead on tracks like Zandvoort. So that's a really big improvement, and we love to see that here.
Yeah, and we do love to see that. So, I mean, Siggy right now taking a very easy out lap. You know, you don't really want to like hit these tires too much before you make your hot lap. This track and these new cars and tires are extremely, and I'm saying this, extremely sensitive to any sort of abuse pre-lap.
Yeah, that's very true. You want to minimize the wear on them before you start your lap. And as you start the lap, as he's doing right now, you can just go all out, and it doesn't matter what you do with the tires later on.
Siggy here.
Taking,
Go ahead.
carrying a lot of speed through the turn 1, 2, and 3 section. Yes, so far seems to be a pretty clean lap. Not necessarily the fastest, but pretty clean so far from Siggy.
We also have Ben in the Haas, also setting a really, really good lap. Siggy,
Yeah, wow,
purple sector 1.
Okay, that might be something to look out for. The other teams might have their eye on that.
Yeah, but Siggy going a little bit not that confident on the throttle yet. Might not be setting a purple middle sector, but definitely that fifth sector is going to carry him his way through the lap. You see Siggy negotiating his way through the S's. Nice and hard braking. You really, really need to be careful on corner entry through there. Many people can lock up and just send themselves straight into the wall.
Another purple sector. Or maybe the game is deceiving us, but this looks like
No, these are real
could be
purple
on
sectors,
pro-
Sid. Real purple sectors.
Wow, Siggy has got some real pace. I wonder if the other teams are a bit worried after seeing this.
So Siggy so far a 27.4, a 10th faster than everyone else, but his middle sector is a 38.4, which is actually 3/10 slower than the fastest time. So Siggy might have made some mistakes here. Well, let's hope he can round out this lap really quickly, and he gets a 39.9. Decent.
That's a second off, but it, yeah, there's a lot of potential in this, in his pace around here. And this is only Q1, so he will have a lot more chances to improve his time later on.
Yeah, and improve his chances he will, most definitely. Siggy's definitely one of those drivers who have been practicing a fair bit after his comeback to the division, right?
That is something I can't confirm, but it seems like that is the case.
And we also have someone who also came back recently, Big L Bro. Something with his an injury, I suppose. I'm not too known on what happened, but yeah.
Yes, I think it was an injury.
Got to see Elbro back and in the superior car, Mercedes.
Yep, it's great to have him here at Team Mercedes.
I mean, these lap times are really, really separated. I mean, you have
Yeah,
people
the
in the
field
33s
spread
and
is massive.
yeah, you have people in the 43s and the 38s. That's a bit crazy,
That-
just a bit.
Yeah, that's like a 5 second field spread, but that should make it interesting at the top, not necessarily at the bottom end of the qualifying spectrum.
Uh-huh. See Gibbs right now giving some space to Red Bull driver coming through. And that should be Christian Cummings. No, that's Max Verstappen. Currently on hot lap. Needs to go about a second faster to even think about making pole.
I mean, to be honest, it's Q1, so I don't think the drivers need to push too hard and risk retiring from the session. So he should be comfortably through to Q2, I think. Most people in the top 5 don't even need to do another lap, in my opinion. Just save those tires for later on when it really counts. But we might have a twist at the end of qualifying at the end of Q3 we might have some vacancy. That
Oh,
should make
really?
things really spicy.
And Pulsid, I just upped my bitrate to 10,000 because I'm on LAN connection, and hopefully the stream looks amazing on our viewers' ends.
Mac Verstappen is currently 9/10 up, and let us see what he can do. And we shall watch that in 10,000 bitrate.
Be the highest quality D4 race ever seen.
Setting new records, that's what me and Luke like to do.
Exactly.
So Mac Verstappen 7/10 faster goes up to P7.
Yeah, but look at this, Sid. 7/10 gained on another lap is really good, but Max Verstappen is still a second off of Adele.
Yeah, that just shows how good Adao's first lap was. I wonder if he's gonna go out for another lap.
Yeah, and let's not forget there's another returning driver here. Aaron G has been busy with filming. You know, he's been filming some movies and stuff like that, but now he's back. He's been away for I think about 3 or 4 weeks, but you know, he's back to show that he deserves his spot in D4.
Yeah, all that time away from the game might not have helped, but as it stands now, he's going through to Q2.
Oh, a little bit. Oh no, way too easy on the throttle, but that's a faster time than Regraph and Max Verstappen. RNG's killing it.
Oh.
Holy. RNG showing again why he deserves to be in D4. Awesome drive from him.
Yeah, really good job.
Now let's see here. I think that's the VF1 of Ben setting a 10th faster in Sector 1 than everyone else, so currently on for pole is Ben.
Oh, Ben has lost a lot of time on his previous lap. He's 8/10 down currently.
And not keeping it close to the apex, taking a wider apex actually. Trying to get all that speed on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, he got on the power really early, but he was in 4th gear, so I'm not sure if that was necessarily the fastest way around that corner.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm not racing here, so that is no concern to me.
That is true.
As see Ben's times here. Ben setting a not so desirable second sector. Currently, like, he's second off. I think he's a second off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so
Yeah,
this
he's
is
going to the pits.
Yeah, Ben has abandoned what seemed to be a really good lap, but hopefully we'll see a bit more from him early on. See.
Yep. He doesn't really need to do much in this session.
Yeah, not really. As we can see, the beautiful, beautiful lights shining up this wonderful looking Singapore track. I mean, I think this is one of the best tracks of the calendar, if you ask me. What do you think, Sid?
I can't help but agree with you. I love this track. I love racing around here, and I love watching races around this track. The only part I hate is driving behind the safety car because the track is just so long and the safety car has to go slow. So the safety car can go on for a while.
You know, I'm just gonna take off some of this information, you know, and let's just enjoy some of this visuals, you know.
Let us enjoy Christian going out on the Inters because yeah.
Why is he on Inters? Christian Cummings
I think
taking
he's just having a laugh, going out for some drifts, perhaps.
No, I mean he's getting more runtime without hitting his soft tires. I mean, you have to really do something in these last 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Yeah, the rain gods must need to like come down hard for the Inters to work. But
yeah, Red Bull.
But even if that
go ahead.
Even if that happens, his time isn't improving, so there's really no point to this. Just having some fun.
Red Bull's currently making a sacrifice of 1 set of intermediate tires for the rain gods to come out.
Yep.
Oh my god. Christian Cummings just slowly making his way through the lap. Nothing interesting happening there. So let's hop over to some other drivers right now.
Let's hop over to El Padrone. He needs to improve on his time but to get out of Q1. And he's about to start his lap in Sector 3 currently.
El Padrone, a recently new addition to the Alpine roster, and not only the Alpine roster, but Zeril in general.
Yeah, that was an interesting line through there.
Not the most efficient, but I think he'll get through it. El Padrone only needing to improve by
1 second, 1.5 seconds.
1.5 seconds, which seems like a lot, but again, we don't know if anyone had mistakes. Oh, and El Padrone, that is not going to help your chances, buddy.
Yeah, and he was 2.5 seconds off in his first sector alone, so
Yeah,
this is futile.
Well, this doesn't even look like he knows the track.
Yeah,
El Padrone just like crouching through corners.
and
Just look
there's
how-
a driver coming up on him.
Yeah, El
That's
Padrone.
Okaj.
Oh
Okay,
my
So he
god,
does get out of the way.
very close. You know, it might say a lot that you're letting drivers through on your hot lap. Oh, hopefully El Padrone. Oh, as we see a little drop of rain coming out on track. Are we gonna see a wet
Okay.
qualifying right now? Well, the session is basically ended, so are we gonna see a wet
But-
Q2, Sid?
Yeah, the rain has arrived earlier than expected, it seems like. So
Yeah.
we might actually have a wet Q2 or inter Q2, not full wet conditions, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, let me check on Weatherman Fred right now and see what he has to say about the weather. And it seems to be, yeah, we're going to be changing, weather's currently changing. We have a forecast of about 5 minutes. Well, light intermediate rain. Light intermediate rain. So no heavy rain. Actually, I lied. There is heavy rain, and this heavy rain might hit us in Q3, actually.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of people wanting to get out as quickly as possible at the start of Q2. And I wonder who's going to be brave enough to try out the softs, because do remember that the soft tires can still work better than the inters, but if you lose it, you just bin it into the wall. So it's high risk and a high reward. So I wonder who's going to be brave enough to try it out.
Yeah, brave enough also. And remember, Sid, these guys are running dry setups. So, dry setups, very stiff suspension. Not gonna be that fun on a wet track.
Yeah, that's one of the worst ways to drive an F1 car. But yeah, this is the Q1 result, and we lost 2 drivers in Q1. So
We have
we will now move over to Q2.
we have El Padrone and Buffalo Trace hopping off. And yeah, these will be your drivers moving on. And we'll see you for wet qualifying. hopefully. And on another note, we'd like to send some support and love over to Freddie Rozelle's grandmother, who's currently in the hospital with a hole in her heart. So we wish her the best of luck and recovery.
Yeah. Hopefully things work out good. Love and support from the entire ZRL community.
Uh-huh. And we'll be back in 2 minutes for Q2. And we are back for Q2, and as you can see, everyone's currently rushing out of the pits on the soft tires right now. What's happening, Sid?
So the rain is coming down and the track is going to get wetter and wetter. So people need to finish their laps as soon as possible. So, and the soft tires are currently faster. So there's no point waiting for the inter weather because the times are gonna get slower. That is why everyone is rushing out to. So whoever is first right now, it's one of the Ferraris, and they're gonna have the best track available to them, and that's Labib.
Yeah, Labib definitely huge advantage here for him. I mean, he needs to get these soft tires like fired up real quick. Get out right now. I'm starting to see some drizzles and some slight condensation blowing off of the F1 car right now.
Yeah, for sure. There's a few rain. Oh, DRS has been disabled. This is usually an indicator of the intermediate tires being on par with the soft tires. So I wonder how that's going to affect some people.
I mean, Sid, you can still get a good time out of the soft tires on sort of damp weather as long as you keep it on track and you keep these tires really, and I'm talking really, warm because these tire temperatures are going to be dropping drastically.
Yeah, which is quite difficult to do, keeping it on track and not making too many mistakes with oversteer and understeer. So it now is a real true test of the capabilities of a driver.
Yeah, now let's see what the Labib can do on damp conditions as we see the rain starting to slowly pick up right now. Let's see what Labib can do, you know?
Yeah. I think Labib is going to be comfortably through to Q3, but yeah, this is still a good time to take advantage of the changing conditions.
And Labib slowly negotiating his way through the track. Doesn't seem to have too much of a disadvantage. Taking very easy on throttle, but again, this is still conditions for the soft tire to be slightly better than intermediate. So Labib has to go, get on the power. Let's get it. Full push. Everything's.
While you were talking about that, there's been a collision between Aero and H3, the Aston Martins, and so one of them has been given a 5-place grid penalty. So that is not something to look forward to.
This is not something to look forward to at all.
Yeah. The Aston Martin team principal, Joel Curon, might not be a happy man right now.
I mean, as we're looking at the track right now, conditions still seem to be in favor of the soft tire. We might be getting some soft tire times right now. See what these drivers can do. As Labib still not having too much issues right now. Like, he's really making his way through the lap, and I can't see any snap overstay or even understay at this point.
For sure, he's keeping it pretty stable. Seems like a clean lap throughout.
And I just want to brag a little bit, but Florida right now with the fastest first sector. So we're hopefully going to see a really good time from that at a 43.9, which is, again, 2 seconds off of his actual time, but at the same time you have to understand that these are damp conditions. These tires are not going to be working as good as they are, and intermediate tires are normally going to be about 3 seconds, 4 seconds slower. So these times are really, good, and if you don't set a good time right now, you will sadly be fighting for the back of the grid.
So, and it seems like as people are completing their laps, it seems like Labib's time has been the best so far, and he was the first one to complete his lap. So
yeah, makes
maybe,
sense.
maybe being at the front really did make the difference.
With his quick wits and intuition, got him probably pole for the rest of the qualifying. So he just needs to sit in the pits. Like, that's Labib's qualifying over.
Yeah, Q2 is over for now. There's still Q3, which might just be full interconditions. We shall see. Wow, the speed spread has increased even more now. So 143 and 152 on the other end for now. That is quite a massive field spread. A Dow on the intermediates. Someone who was quickest in Q1 didn't manage to get a lap in Q2 at the start of the session for some reason.
This might hurt Christian Cummings, Adao, Hokage, and Bibri. They might not be getting into Q2 because of that not running those soft tires.
Yeah, it was really crucial to start a lap at least as soon as possible, and looks like they didn't manage to do that. So
I mean,
they
Sid, are we
they're
gonna
now going.
go ahead?
Yeah, but there's still a lot of people who don't exactly have great times on board. So there, not all hope is lost. There is still some hope to get through to Q3.
I mean, some of these, like the 48s, I think can definitely be like change, but
Yeah,
anything lower than that, I don't think. I think is definitely up for grabs. I mean, if you can't go fast on the 48 without intermediates, then it's going to be a fight. But one person, actually no, yeah, one person to get through.
yeah. Let's hop on board with Christian Cummins as and find out what the conditions look like on track at the moment. To me, it doesn't seem that bad right now either. I mean, the track is definitely worse than when you were on board with Labid, but it's still drivable with the soft tires, I feel. So I wonder how Adao is managing with this. Adao starting out his lap as well. The track continuing to get worse and worse as the rain comes down.
We're starting to see tiny, tiny little puddles form, and Christian Cummings is just suffering. And I mean suffering on these soft tires. I mean, can you drive this car at 79 degrees on these soft tires, Sid?
Well, to be honest, I have done that before. At the start of the Q1 session, I mentioned the D2 race the last time we raced here.
Hmm?
That is exactly what happened at the end of the race. The rain started to come down, and I had just put on fresh set of softs, and it was really difficult to keep it out of the wall. And I partly blame that for not being able to win the race and win the D2 championship that season. But yeah, someone else managed to do it better than me, and they won the race because of that.
Well, let's see what Christian Cummings does here. 150, so
Oh,
I don't know about
that
you, Sid, but I think what I said earlier might be correct. This might be a battle for one person to get through between Christian, Aero, Adele, Hokage, Aaron, and Bieber.
let's see what Adao can do. He's in the final sector on the intermediate tires, so we shall see if the soft tires or the inter is better in this condition.
Christian
I
Cummings so
think
far.
Adao is gonna beat his time.
Yeah, let's see. So, yeah, you're correct. Adele will be beating his time. Oh no,
No,
Adele!
he won't.
Oh, if you do that,
Oh,
Adele, it's not
oh.
gonna work. Oh my god.
And
Okay.
he still is just around 4 tenths slow. So while finishing backwards.
Oh, so
So
intermediate
so I
tires are the
think
call.
that yeah. So I
So
think even if he stays out right now and does another lap, I think the intermediate tires can beat Christian Cummins' time.
yeah, so it's currently everyone. Like, it's going to be a big battle between these five guys, six, sorry, for getting into Q3, right?
Yeah, that should be the case, but B Brad doesn't seem to be leaving the pits. Maybe he's content with P15, but RNG on the intermediate tires on a lap right now. Yeah, so now it's fully inter conditions. There's no way soft tires are going to be faster right now. And also, the unique thing about this track is that usually on other tracks, when it rains and it stops raining, the track does dry up in about 4 or 5 laps, maybe not even that much. But around here, that just doesn't happen. It takes a really, really long time to for the track to dry up, and that is something that the drivers should keep in mind during the race for changeable conditions.
And I mean, they'll take it into consideration. I mean, our drivers so far have been, I mean, the last couple D4 races have been extremely clean. Will that change with a potentially wet race? Maybe, but to be honest, D4 has been extremely impressive these past couple of days as Adao crosses pit road. Some teams might want to look into that.
Oh, where did Christian? No, RNG. I mean, 53.2. So not a great lap from him at the moment.
Do we know our best intermediate time? Oh no, it's the 50.7, but that's with a spin, so
Yeah, that could have been a 49 for sure, or
I
even
don't
48.
think it
maybe.
would have been enough 48. Get down. Maybe a high 48, but I think Florida is definitely set to be in Q3.
Yeah.
Again, the beautiful scenery of Singapore. I mean, I'm gonna love how this track is gonna look under the lights in wet conditions. I don't know about you, Sid, but I find tracks look the best when they are shining and reflecting all these wonderful lights.
Yeah. So we have been getting requests to turn the lap times back on the screen.
Sure. See Labib's
Yeah.
leading
So
with a 43, and down to Florida, 58. So we have about a 5-second difference in lap times, but again, there's nothing special there. Nothing's changing there. Intermediates can only do high 48s, low 40. So we shouldn't be seeing any changes in the top 9, but definitely the top 10 is what, not top 10, but 10th and below is definitely what we're looking at for this race.
yeah. Also, important note: Rick Raff was right on time with his lap and managed to do a 47.8. Or else he might have been in trouble because Singapore is not a track where you'd want to start from the back of the grid.
Definitely. I mean,
So
one lap safety cars are a big thing here.
that is true. RNG coming. When that is done.
And we are back. So sorry about that, everyone. We had some issues with my game. it crashed. Short story.
Yeah. Another short story was our hope for a fight for P10, which is now basically over as Adao almost loses it again. And he's 8 seconds lower on his lap, so the track definitely has gotten worse. And this is basically the order for Q2. This is the final order. Christian Cummins does make it through. So that lap he did on the soft tires in damp conditions was really important lap for Red Bull.
Yeah, and like we said, no change in the top 9, but Christian Cummings definitely putting in something to keep him into Q3.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
he was
have
in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, right spot in the right time. As we have Adao, Aero, Aaron J. Bibri, and Hokage Roldy all being knocked out in Q2. So your top 3 is Labib, Siggy, and Shry, no less. The Division X driver. So, yeah, your top 10 stays the same, and we will see you guys for Q3. And we are back for Q3 in the full wets? Question mark. Yep.
I
and
don't
yeah,
know.
it's full wets.
Yeah,
It's full wets.
it is. Wow. Siggy, the first one to go out on track. Now, this might give him the edge for Q3. He definitely has the pace for pole. We have seen that. And with this advantage, he just might have. He might have that lockdown. So,
Yeah,
but to me, it doesn't seem like full wet conditions. There don't seem to be any puddles on track. What do you think?
yeah, and I mean, as we saw earlier, timing is such an important thing here. I mean, you want to get out early. You do not want to be in a worse kind of position or thunderstorm that's coming right now. You don't want to be in worse conditions. And right now the conditions are not terrible, but they're going to be terrible. So drivers are going to be having to, again, speed out and use all that available temperature that's left in the track.
Yeah, make the best of the conditions that are out there. So Siggy definitely doing that, going out as soon as he could. Everyone else is on the wet tires, yeah. Regraph taking the rest here on the intermediate. That should be interesting. Championship leader leading by 70 points. Deciding to take a risk. Who knows, maybe it's not exactly a risk and he's just doing the big brain move that everyone else seemed to miss. What about Labib? Yeah, he's on the wet, so split tire strategy in the Ferrari garage. Currently, Regraph the only one on the intermediate tires, everyone else on the softs. Not the softs, I mean the full wets.
And let's see what Siggy can do. I mean, full wets, and he bins it. There goes his front wing,
Ooh.
and left on the floor. As Siggy resets the track, but for safety reasons. As he gets out of the way of
Right.
Itchrai. I mean, look at this beautiful, and I mean beautiful Esteban car. That chrome green just reflects all these lights off of it.
Yeah, a lot of the cars look really good under the Singapore lights, and especially with the rain coming down like it has right now.
You know what's it?
I particularly love the Williams, but unfortunately, it's not in Q3. Neither of the cars.
You can't get a look at it. You know what's my favorite part of the track? Right here. Just that yellow to blue. Just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm saying this. Best track on the calendar, visual-wise. The different changing lights, the scenery. It's just all around really good.
Yeah, visually for sure, and I think, in my opinion, it's the best street track to race on as well. There's a lot of overtaking opportunities. The walls aren't too close, and yeah, it's not a Monaco situation where overtaking is basically impossible.
I mean, overtaking is definitely something that is possible on this track, but again, it's the sense of that you get enough corner, like I think this track, corner exit, like traction zones are a very important thing here. If you can't get traction zones right, then you will never be able to overtake.
For sure. Because the straights aren't long enough to mitigate any difference in traction. So if both drivers get similar traction out of the corners, then there's not really any chance of overtaking unless the driver behind goes for a late lunge. So in the higher divisions like Division 1 and top of Division 2, there might not be as many overtakes as in D3 or D4. So Itchrai with a time of 158.0. That is the benchmark that we have for now.
Oh.
And yeah, Christian Cummins goes faster by 6/10, 157.4. And he spins around.
Who spins around?
Labib. Christian Cummins. Labib with a faster time, almost a second faster, 156.6.
Yeah, I mean, Labib just blitzing the wets, to be honest. Very surprising since Labib is on a control. He does.
Let's take a look at Regraph on the intermediate tires. Let's see how he's doing. He's in the final sector currently.
I mean,
Driving-
Regraph is actually going fast. Actually, no, correction. Regraph has a slower middle sector, but he has this sector that is about 3/10 faster than everyone else. So intermediates is working really well in that first sector, but not well in that last sector. As you see, Regraph set 58.5, 5/10 off of Christian Cummings, but 3/10 up on one of the so can we see the intermediate tires getting better?
Maybe, because the rain doesn't seem to be coming down harder than it was before, but the water might be accumulating on track. How was Regraph's final sector? Because on my screen it said it was the purple last
it is.
sector.
It is. It's purple
Yeah.
on mine too. So best first and last sector, but terrible middle. So all this rain might be accumulating in the middle sector, which is not surprising since it's like all the closest corners together.
Yeah, or
Rain.
maybe Regraph just had a bad middle sector and he can still improve. Looks like he's still carrying on with the lap and going for a lap back to back,
You know what?
which is something you can do in the rain because you don't really use up that much battery.
You know what, Sid? I just checked telemetry and it might dry up. These last 4 minutes, the track not dry up completely, but rain might become a little more stagnant and less rain. So we have a forecast of 5 minutes. Rain's going to drop by about 20%. So intermediates might come into.
Yeah, so Regraph seems to be onto something.
Seems to definitely be on it for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to complete this lap and or come in and put on a fresh set of winters. But as of now, he seems to be doing really good. Seems like a cleaner lap than last time around.
Seemed like a really clean lap. As
Yeah.
you have Ford and Big Abro sitting
Oh no,
times.
he he is coming into the pits for a tire change. So
I think Rash should stick it on the intermediates. I mean, yes, you might not get a good enough qualifying time. But is there still a chance where those intermediates can just switch on, right?
yeah,
To get a really
that looks like the idea that Sigi has because he is now out on the inters. As first he went out on the full wets. He's starting out a lap now on the intermediate tires.
Gibbs as well, setting a really good time. Adao, fastest, second fastest, and out of Q3. That just shows you that sometimes not always raw pace can get you something, but also some little bit of luck and timing can really make some really good things happen. As we have also Gibbs, idiots. So, like I said earlier, are the intermediates going to come into place here?
Yeah. Currently everyone except for Florida is on inters. So yeah, it's definitely inter conditions, and the drivers seem to agree.
Do we have all these drivers going slower right now? Not too sure. Background, slow as well.
The Florida,
A weird mistake from
Ooh.
the... Oh, and Cyril Gibbs just has time. Intermediates might be the tire right now.
yeah, intermediate is definitely the move.
Yeah, like I
The
said
beat.
earlier, track is drying slightly, and drivers should be looking at the intermediate tires.
For sure.
As Florida cannot make another lap, sadly has to go into the pits and retire.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
That is Florida's race over, but it might be some of these other drivers' race over because cold intermediates on a wet track might not make that outlap time as good as you want.
Yeah, possibly.
Labib's gonna get another lap time, but is Christian Cummins gonna make it?
He's currently in the second sector, so yeah, I think he's gonna make it.
Yeah,
A
you
minute
have a minute
and
30.
a half.
Yeah. Enough time. I feel like Big Raph and Max Verstappen might not be making it.
Rick Graff is actually ahead of Christian Cummins, so
Really?
he will definitely make it. Yeah, Mac Verstappen is behind.
Oh, okay, I mixed up the rest. I know I'm supposed to hate the Astons, but they look nice, and my driver's in the Aston Martin. That's why I'm supporting them. And also, they have a really good team.
I'm
The
not
only
sure
three
what I
reasons
just
I
saw.
like Aston. What do you think, sir?
I'm not sure what I just saw, but I think Itchrai just jumped the curb. Like, I don't know if you know this, but the slingshot chicane at Singapore,
Uh-huh.
it
Did
was
he
quite
just fly?
famous for launching. Yeah,
Did he fly?
it looks something. Yeah, it was something similar, but maybe it was just a connection glitch.
Oh, I wish I
Which does
saw
seem
that.
to have. Yeah,
Oh, Siggy just gets the fastest lap of the 43, 53.8. I'm sorry, I forgot to take my dyslexia pills today.
yeah. I wonder if Siggy turned on his hacks. So.
Oh, Ben turned on his hacks too, apparently, as he sets a 53.6, 2 times faster than Siggy.
Yeah, let's see what Itchrai manages to do as he's rounding out the final corner. And yeah,
Be
good
was
enough.
fastest.
Time's definitely improving. So now the advantage goes to the person who finishes his lap at the end. So that seems to be Rigraph or Mac or Christian Cummins or Mac was stupid. Yeah, it's Max Verstappen who's last at the moment to finish his lap. Or Ben. Even Ben has a shot because he has started out his lap, but he doesn't seem to have enough battery.
He's on
25%.
25 yet. I don't think he'll be able to make it too well.
He does still have a shot though. I wouldn't count him out. At the moment, let's focus on Rigraft as he's in sector 3, about to go under the grandstands. This is such a cool spot to watch the race from as the cars drive under you.
And also, if no one knew this, but the Singapore Grand Prix is one of the most Grand Prix to actually visit,
Oh wow.
next to China. China has some
Rigraft
really quotable tickets.
Rigraft goes a tenth slower than his teammate, and it was P2, but now Christian Cummins goes even faster with and splits the Red Bulls, or splits the Ferraris and goes P2.
Yeah, and let's not forget about Ben. He still has to finish his lap right now, and he still has barrier to make the rest of the lap. So Ben might improve here if he just keeps the lap together. And I think that's Ben
Oh,
P1.
he does. Yeah, he does take pole. Ben is on pole for Singapore Grand Prix in B4. Okay. S- So Ben out qualifying everyone else by a tenth. Oh, that is a really good job from the Haas driver. Then in P1, Labib in P2, Christian Cummins P3, Regraf P4, Mac Verstappen in P5, Siggy P6, it's Shry in P7, Big Il Bro P8, Gibbs in P9, and Florida P10. That is the top 10 for the race.
I mean, yeah, it's great. Yeah, so that is your standings, and we will see you now for the race start. And we are back. Currently on the formation lap, Ben P1, BP2, Christian Cummings, Regraf, and Max Verstappen P3 to 5. I mean, it's a Ferrari Red Bull fight right now, and Ben is in front of it. Yeah, I mean, right now showing up as the Haas driver, nabbing pole by just a 10. Very impressive from the Haas driver. A lot of teams have that next season.
Hello.
Okay, let's look at tire choices right now. Projected pit stop strategies are hard mediums or hard medium softs. Hard medium softs kind of sounds viable, but again, those soft tires are not that great. Adao is on the soft tires. Terrible decision if you ask me, but we could see him make use of the tires. We have Ben Labib on hards, Christian Cummings on mediums, Regraf to Shry on hards, Bigubber on mediums, Florida on mediums, RNG on mediums, and El Padron on mediums.
Look, you're muted on Discord. I can't hear you.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, very few medium runners, and even a soft runner to throw in to the mix. What do you think so far about that, Sid?
Yeah, that is a bold move from Adao as soft tires wear out really quickly, but he seems to be out of position for this grid, and he wants to make some moves early on. So the soft tires are going to help him make that. I think he can overtake at least 3 cars on lap one.
And also, I've been hearing some whispers through the paddock that the soft tires are absolutely terrible here, as
Ooh,
Fry just cuts off, and
the beep or regraph just spun out at the.
that's Rigraff. Got the cars lining up here, very beautiful shot.
Sure.
Of the AlphaTauri and Ibri being that's smart back spinning.
Great way to warm up the tires, though.
Lined up and ready. Let's go into new. Got one. Lights. Sid is already starting.
No. Malfunction with the lights.
Let's check Marshall's real quick. See if
Uh,
having a starting light issue.
I wonder if this is why the tickets are so cheap.
Oh, as we have
Okay,
one,
now
two,
we have the
3,
lights.
4, and 5, and we are off the Singapore Grand Prix. Okay,
Wow,
let's-
not a great start from Ben. Christian
Terrible start
Cummins
from Ben.
already in P1 from P3 to P1 before the first corner. Labib also overtaking Ben. And yeah, Christian Cummins already a second clear of Labib in P2.
Oh, I mean, Aston Martin driver just sends it down the inside of his teammate.
Wow. There might be some friction between those two as there was a collision in qualifying earlier. But for now, Christian Cummins is just improving his gap, increasing his gap.
Some lots of action right now in all the places. I don't even know which camera angle to look at. We have a three-way battle, P4 right now, as Adao gaining 7 positions at the start. Aero gaining
Oh my
9,
God.
and El Padron gaining 4, so big winners right now. El Padron, Aero, and Adao.
Adao is doing an incredible job. He is doing exactly what he needs to do on these soft tires, which is make full use of them before they run out of grip,
Oh yeah,
which is going to happen very soon.
yeah, I'm projecting lap 3 that his tires are going to be consistent every single thing on track.
Yeah, lap 3 at most, in my opinion. But currently, sector 3 is not something of an overtaking spot, so sticking behind right now. But he's going to be desperate to make moves on the Ferraris ahead.
Aero getting extremely close to the back of that Mercedes. Taps the wall as Florida and Aaron G are making positions on each other. Aaron kind of leaving on the track a bit. Florida looking up for a move on the outside. Brakes. Can't carry that speed through there. Has to give up the corner. Obviously, safety reasons. See right now,
So-
Dow's getting kind of close to the back of her graph. Sid?
But to me, it seems like now that the hard tires have warmed up, the soft tires don't even look that much faster. So it was just that lap 1 where the advantage was at best, and now it's already diminishing. And we are still at lap 2. Because it doesn't seem to me that he's getting past anywhere soon.
Yeah, I mean, Adao definitely sitting, and I mean, really sitting at the back of the rig graph right now. He needs to make the move as soon as possible. Use all his battery. I mean, to make the strategy work, he needs to make as much positions as possible. We have Adao on not the hards, but the soft tires. He needs to be dumping right now. Rig graph is going to be holding up for the rest of the lap. This is not going to help Adao's chances.
Yeah, I mean, Allow seems to be faster in the corners, but the corner exit, which is the most crucial part for overtaking, as you mentioned in qualifying, it doesn't seem like he's nailed it down. Rigraph seems to be getting as good, or if not better, exits than Adao.
That just shows you the cornering strength of the soft tires. But truly and well, truly, if you don't know how to put your foot down, you ain't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Christian
As
Cummings
Christian
doing.
Cummins, is improving his lead up to 2 seconds now.
Grid has kind of, I mean, no huge incidents so far. Very impressive.
Yeah, very impressive stuff. Usually, lap one is somewhat of a hotspot for incidents around here.
Every single Singapore Grand Prix set that ever existed in F1 has had at least one or more safety cars. Do you want to guess how much safety cars was in the most for one of the races?
6.
6? Actually, it was 7.
Oh, wow.
Actually, no, I lied. 11.
What? In real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Wow. I wonder
It has
what
on.
kind of race that was.
Oh, it was a terrible one. I can tell you that. Lando
Was it the
Norris.
one where, 2019?
I think so. Lando Norris guessed 9, and it's corrected as it was 11, which is crazy in my opinion.
Oh, I thought Landon Norris got that position because he debuted in 2019, and that was the only Singapore Grand Prix we had in the last 3 years. Yep. So I think it might have been the one when Crashgate happened. I don't know if you remember that, 2008.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Fernando Alonso teammate crashed on purpose, and which allowed Fernando Alonso to win the race. And it was discovered later that he crashed on purpose. It was a big conspiracy and stuff,
Oh,
controversial. Yeah.
I did not know that. So, Alonso doing his thing, getting to multiple F1 scandals.
But I mean, I don't think the driver himself had a part in it, except for the driver who crashed on purpose, of course. But more so the team principal who orchestrated it all. And yeah, as he did get fired from the job and banned from being a team principal in F1. Oh, as Labib has a bit of a lag moment and is now behind his teammate.
I mean, Adao now with DRS looking at the inside of the Ferrari doesn't make the move. Decides to sit back
Yeah,
and wait for
they're
another
going to be
day.
working together.
Ooh, as he just taps around Labib. Very, very close racing from these guys right now. And as we see from 6th and below, everyone seems to be spacing out to about a second or close to a second, besides these top 5.
Yeah, Christian Cummins is showing a dominant performance here.
Ben! Oh, Ben.
Oh no.
Ben has cooked his tires on quick exit and sent him to the wall, and has also sent him to the back of the grid.
Yeah, he had an incredible qualifying session, but unfortunately had an incident and is now P12, looking to make a recovery drive.
But yeah, a recovery drive for sure he would like to make. I mean, 11 positions lost. That is insane.
Yeah, as we have our first time penalty of the race, Siggy with 3-second time penalty, I assume for track limits. But Adao seems to be making these soft tires last for
I
4
don't know how.
laps. Yeah,
I seriously don't know how, but the madman's doing it, you know. He's on controller, which doesn't make sense to me since his tire weight should be a lot higher and his tire temps. This should be every disadvantage of him on the soft tires, but Adao making it work somehow.
yeah, and he seems to be improving on his fastest lap. He's keeping up with the Ferraris, but I don't think he's anywhere close to making any move.
I mean, we
So
have Arrow making a pit stop down about 22 seconds.
I
Arrow,
wonder if he lost a wing or something.
Probably, I'm not too sure. We didn't get to see that on coverage, but he will be hoping for many safety cars to come.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure there will be. We hope there aren't, but it's highly probable.
Ford and RNG, the two closest cars right now. I mean, down, I'm going to be able to make positions because of corner exit. Florida definitely getting close to the back of the Alfa Romeo. And Alpine and Alfa Romeo in a big constructors fight right now. Alpine needing to take points away from Alfa Romeo to have a chance of sniffing a P5.
In the combined constructors. Yeah.
Sure. I can show this.
For the viewers who don't know, in ZRL we have a system where we combine all the points from all the divisions and we rate the teams based on that. And the next season we have a draft system in order. So the team who is placed at the top of the combined constructors gets the better picks gets the first pick basically. So being at the top really is a very important thing.
And a very important thing, but a very stressful thing at that. As we've seen with Mercedes, you can cripple into some pressure with picks.
Yeah, for sure. Mercedes not exactly in a great position at the moment. Currently fighting for P4, I believe.
Yep.
With Aston Martin. Yeah, P4 or P3, not sure exactly. Yeah, P3. Fighting for P3 with Aston Martin.
Harris has the fastest lap, but he's on fresh tires as Florida getting a really good run. Looking up the inside right now. Is Florida going to send it? Florida doesn't send it. Definitely letting RNG know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to race as RNG pushes Florida on the outside of the corner.
Oh, Hadao almost going in too deep and into the barrier. I think the soft tires have gone off for him now. He might be coming into the pits this lap because he has lost around a second or more on this lap alone, on this sector alone.
I mean, Ben closing up to the back of Florida and RNG.
Yeah, Adao comes into the pits. Let's see where he comes out after the pit stop. And let's see what tires he puts on. Maybe put on the hards and go to the end of the race.
Oh yeah, for sure. Adao will not be making any cheeky medium tires move to the end. This track is very, very degrading to the tires. As Adao will most likely be coming on P14. I mean, Singapore has a very, very slow stop, so expect to lose lots of position.
He might even be P15 after Bibra passes him. Yeah, Bibra is gonna pass him. So
should be expecting to get passed back soon as Adao
so now
will be on fresh tires.
Adao needs to put in as many quick laps as he can and make the big undercut work for him.
Yeah, Adao will definitely be having to push, head down, as whoever his engineer is going to be constantly updating him on his target lap times.
For sure.
I
so
mean,
currently, the closest battle we have is Ben and Florida. Yeah, go on.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say that, but yeah, Ben and Florida right now, closest battle. Ben seeming to make these hot tires work a little bit better than Florida, but as I know so far with my information, the hot tires seem to be the best tires.
Yeah, there's a bit of a DRS train going on here where Florida is benefiting from the DRS of the car in front of RNG, which is preventing Ben from making any move. But RNG just seem to be struggling as Florida is right up on the gearbox of the Alfa Romeo. Practically pushing him around the corners, and he might just make a move into turn 1. Florida and RNG fighting for P9. Not a great exit from Florida though. Might have to wait for the second DRS zone, which is coming up right now.
Okay, so as the track kind of quiets down right now, As actually Siggy getting extremely close to the back of its try. Never mind.
Florida going for the move down the inside. And, pushes RNG off track. Does not leave him any space whatsoever, but yeah, seems to have the move done. And yeah,
Ben getting
now
extremely close to the back of RNG. RNG's going to be holding up Ben right now. Ben needs to get past him.
for sure. RNG seems to be struggling with race pace a bit more than he did in qualifying. Cobb
And-
seemed to be unsettling his car a lot.
This beautiful Alfa Romeo livery. Just cutting through Singapore lights right now. Have we gotten an update? Are the McLaren liveries coming to the F1 game?
Not that I've heard of. Unfortunately, we don't have any McLaren in the D4 race today.
I'll notice that.
The team principal might not be happy about that. He would have liked to get a reserve in at least, but yeah, it is what it is. The new livery does look quite pretty though.
Oh yeah, it really does. As Ben's trying to see if he can make a move right now. Aaron defending. Ben decides to be smart and not make a move now. Again, RNG's just... There's no space for him though. There's no space for... Oh, Big Ale bro! In the wall?
Oh, seems like it.
And he has a bent front wing. So Big Ale bro definitely got some little bit of damage there, but yeah, he's going to be looking to somehow improve his race. And let's hop back on board with Ben right now, but is really, and I mean really pushing back of Aaron right now. Aaron's struggling to even keep Ben behind him.
Yeah, he would have gotten past, but Aaron G decided to cover the inside, which prevented Ben from overtaking there.
I mean, this is helping Ford out so much. Ben is on pace faster than both these guys, but Aaron is on pace slower than both these guys. So Ben is just getting held up right now by the Alfa Romeo, who's helping the Alpine driver right now.
Yeah, but Ben seems to be keeping his cool and not getting too desperate to make moves. So that's nice to see. As he does have the different tire strategy, so that might come in play later on.
He is on the opposite strategy, but I mean, if you're on the opposite strategy and you're slower than you're faster than the guy ahead, you want to get past him.
Sure. So this time by RNG not gonna have a DRS, and Ben seems to have gotten a great exit there.
Not
but
enough.
straight just isn't long enough.
Ben needs to make a move on the longer straight, which is exit of Tin 1, which is this corner. Exit of section 1, sorry. So Ben needs to get a really, really good exit here, which he kind of does. No, that Alfa
Not
Romeo.
exactly.
Yeah.
Ben is focusing too much on corner entry, I think, and not enough on the exit. Overall, his pace is really good, but to make moves, you need to focus on corner exit a lot more than corner entry.
Ben seems to be struggling with corner exit right now as he kicks the route just so slightly.
Yeah, you can see that every corner exit he seems to be losing just a bit of time to the Alfa Romeo. Yeah. As RNG has made a mistake, and now this might give him a chance. Ooh, touching.
Just taps his rear.
I think Ben might just be pressuring Aaron into making a mistake. Oh, as Max Verstappen makes a move.
Disconnected.
Oh,
Tries
okay.
disconnect. Full hop on with Ben, who's struggling to overtake, but the only thing that's happening on track right now is Ben makes a mistake. No, Ben.
Oh,
Oh, Ben. It's sad to see this from one of our fastest qualifiers to someone who is P15 right now.
what a great not great. See,
Definitely not great, as Adow's getting extremely close to the back of Big Elbro. Definitely going to make a move now. Now on the inside. Does he make a stick? Yeah, Adow definitely makes a stick.
yeah. Now clearly the much faster driver. No, no debate. Yeah. Mm.
And again,
Adao seems to get through traffic really quick and seems to be doing everything he needs to do to fight for the top positions.
yeah, as we have error on 2 stops, almost a minute behind in lap times.
Yeah, one safety car though. That's all it takes to
Can you get
change
back
the whole
57
race.
seconds behind a safety car? That's really far.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Safety car. The whole point of the safety car is to punch the field up, and it won't go into the pits until that happens, unless it takes like a really long time.
So I have a little.
But usually it happens. Yeah.
So Sid, I have
Go
some
on.
interesting facts here. While nothing's happening on the field right now, approximately 1,600 custom-made floodlights are spreading across the 5-kilometer circuit, Marina Bay.
Custom made.
Custom made. So each one of these are custom made. They're not off the shelf or sale floodlights. They are very expensive apparently.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm starting to notice there's a lot of lights around here. And
Quite a few.
yeah, a
It-
tad.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a movie set. You ever thought of that? All the
Yeah,
lights pointing down.
it does.
Like all the scaffolding like surrounding the track. It makes it look like a movie set.
Yeah, for sure. And the mounting that the lights are on, it does seem to be like a movie set. And yeah, it's just on every part of the track there are a lot of red lights. Wow.
So
I wonder if we count them out in the game, it's gonna be accurate or not.
you know what?
Real life
I'm
number.
actually interested. I wonder. I think they'll
Yeah.
get it right. Get them right?
I don't have that much faith in Codemasters, but maybe they do. Maybe
You
they
know,
do.
if it's plus 1,000,
Oh,
I'll be surprised.
Adao with an incredible move around Al Padrone.
I miss it. Ooh, hits the wall though.
Damn, that was like, wow. I
Oh,
did
please
not
explain.
expect that. He just made the best switchback I've ever seen around this track.
It's okay, fine.
But
Okay.
Al Padrone does seem to be struggling, so it's, yeah, but still, great move nonetheless.
As Siggy and Shry are fighting, but Shry is also in the form, so he
No, I think Shry is back. Yeah.
still
Oh
goes
no,
on my
wait.
screen.
No, he's ghosted. Yeah, he seems to be having some problems. He's coming back and going up. But will the AI make mistakes like that? Oh, he has just
yeah.
joined. Yeah.
And
Because
Siggy
he's
makes his way through and gets closer to Max Verstappen, and almost got an amazing exit on the corner right there, but just loses it out. Past the bright red, not bright red, but bright red and yellow rally sign.
I wonder what's going on with It's Try, because he seems to be driving like an AI but making mistakes like a human. So
Who knows?
yeah.
Oh, Adele? Something happened with Adele? Adele's just making moves right now. Adele's
Yeah,
cutting
he's just
through the field.
passing. He's making quick work of the field. That's
So,
incredible
I'm
to
going to
see.
update you on something really interesting here right now. Dow is currently 36 seconds behind Christian Cummings. So theoretically, if everyone were to pit right now, a Dow would be P2 or P3.
That's how long the pit stop is?
Pit stop
About
is around
35 seconds?
29. But
Oh,
then you have to count for
okay.
pit exit, which is really slow.
Yeah, and the cold tires.
Yeah, which is
At
even
the-
more. So about 30 seconds. So currently, Adao is considerably P1 after one pit stop. He's currently leading the
Wow.
field pit stop wise.
But do remember that Christian Cummins is going to have a great tire advantage at the end. And even more so for the Ferraris, I think, because they will be on the quicker medium tires when the end of the race comes. as Aero, who is currently P17, the last driver, has set the fastest lap of the race.
Another interesting fact for you, Sid. No driver has recorded more than 3 DNFs at Marina Bay, but there's plenty of drivers who have recorded non-finishes. And one of those 3 drivers who have gotten 3 non-finishes is Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, he seemed to have really bad luck, awful luck around Singapore in the early part of the decade of
Oh,
2010.
Oh, pit stops, just pit stops.
It's
Yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, I remember Lewis Hamilton had a lot of bad luck around Singapore. I think 2 years in a row he DNF'd. I think in 2012 or maybe, and in those McLaren years from 2010 to 12, he was leading a race and he had an engine failure, which gifted Sebastian Vettel the win. So yeah, he has had some bad luck around Singapore.
Another interesting fact, Sid. The 2017 Singapore Grand Prix was the first and only so far night race to be held in wet conditions. I want to see what that race looked like. I bet that looked really good.
Yeah, I bet, but I bet the overtaking wasn't good,
Oh,
especially with those generation of cars.
Can you imagine how pretty it looked though? I'm gonna look for a picture of this. Wow. That is actually really pretty. I'll send you the photo.
Looking forward to seeing that. Christian coming in the pits. That should be interesting. Looks like a clean stop from the Red Bull crew. Let's see where he comes out. Dow in the third sector.
Hop on to Dow here. Let's see where he gets in front. He should be getting in front of Christian Cummins. You ready?
He doesn't seem to be.
Doesn't seem to be okay. Well,
No.
again, Coulthard's
Gibbs might be battling with Christian Cummins here and helping out his teammate by holding him up. But yeah, even Gibbs is about more than a second behind, so Christian Cummins should have just enough time to warm up those tires. Yeah, Gibbs needs to push right now and slow down Christian Cummins as much as he can to help his teammate. But it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen because the tires are already starting to warm up.
Send you the picture.
So currently effective P2 for a Dow, and Christian Cummins still in the net lead of the race.
Yeah, Dow just. I think this might get him up 5. Pit stop.
He's definitely going to be fighting for the top 5 or even top 3. Looking at the Ferrari, so Ray Graff is doing a much better job than Labib. For some reason, he's 5 seconds there of Labib.
I mean, 5 seconds clear and currently making the fastest laps.
Ooh, we have an Aston Martin off. Is that retirement? No, he seems to be moving along. Yeah, I think it is Aaron. Yeah, it was Aaron. I think he just went deep into the runoff area. Yeah, his wing seems to be intact.
I think you're getting really close to the back of this Red Bull right now. Max is stupid. Seems to be suffering on these tires. Did he make a pit stop? Oh no, he did.
No, both seem to have about the same amount of battery left, but Siggy seems to be doing a much better job.
Oh, as Max Verstappen just sends it into the wall.
Did
he reset the track?
No, I think he just tapped the wall on the right, and he has lost an end plate on his wing, so he might need to change that.
Oh yeah, I see the missing end plate. That's gonna be really sucky around here, especially where you kind of need that mid-speed downforce. Right?
Yeah.
I wonder
if the AI is set a bit too high because the Try is keeping pace with Siggy and Mac.
Yeah, but
His AI at least.
that shouldn't be a problem for after the race, since most of his race has been done under AI. He will not be getting points.
Yeah, but I just hope it doesn't impede any other driver's vision, which seems to be a real problem with Ghost Red cars.
Yeah, it is doing that. So Max Verstappen's gonna have to deal with Aston Martin that's gonna be bugging him for the most of the race.
Christian Cummins with the fastest lap, and he has already gapped Gibbs by about 5 seconds. Wow.
Wow, yeah, so Christian Cummins looks like he's commanding a really big lead. 27 seconds to Regraf right now. Theoretically, if Regraf pits right now, he will be ahead of Christian Cummins on the better tires. So if Regraf needs to pit or Labib, they need to do it now. Because Christian Cummins is running and he is catching up. He is currently
For
2
sure.
seconds faster than both drivers, and you're just losing time on pit stop, right? You need to react. So whatever for our engineers there, don't become IRL Ferrari. Make the pit stop. Or else
Yeah.
this win is getting thrown out the...
But I wonder how long the medium tires can go on, and yeah, I wonder what their strategy is.
It is not a Ferrari strategy, and we will see a battle for P1. As
Yeah, at the
Christian
end-
Cummings is getting to the back of Max Verstappen, it's most definitely going to let him die. No doubt about it.
For sure. As Ben seems to have making up a few spots as well. P9 now. The multiple incidents. Christian
As-
Cummins making the move around the final corner, not even waiting for the straight.
Surprising. 2 drivers, one in P1, another one suffering, missing. I mean, Ben and Hokage just... Oh no, that's Gibbs pitting.
Yeah, he's going on to the medium, so now might be the time for the hard tire runner who started on the hard to move on to the medium tires.
As let's see if Florida gets ahead of Gibbs here, which he does. As Gibbs creating the pit exit. It's very tricky. What's your experiences so far with the pit exit?
Well, I haven't practiced at all, so I can't say much about this new game. But the last game, it was pretty fine. But this game, the new thing is tire temperature, so it's gonna be a lot tougher.
Okay, Sid. Currently, everyone who's close has to pit, and everyone who's not close is pitting. So I think this race is only gonna get more separated from here.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only battle we'll have at the top will be the Ferraris and Christian Cummins. It should be
Oh, we're
looking
graphing
forward
the
to that. It
pits.
should be nice.
Christian Cummings is comparing to this right now. As I said, Regraf and Labib should be pitting very soon, and Regraf not going to be ahead of Christian Cummings, but is on fresher tires and colder tires. Regraf right now coming out of the pits, right behind Christian, a couple of seconds. So if Regraf can put down the rubber, activate these tires really quickly, I'd be seeing a fight for P1.
He just might. And Christian Cummins has something going for him, which is the ghosted car in front of him, which could give him DRS pretty soon. And he can just go straight through it. There's no traffic in front. Labib is quite a way ahead.
As Regraf, nope, time. But what do you do with Labib here? I mean, Labib's kind of like out of the fight necessarily for P1, but at the same time, what do you do? Where do you
I
pit him?
think if it was up to me, I would keep him out for a late safety car because it's very likely around here. So far, it seems the race is quite clean, and we hope it stays that way. But it is always a chance.
Oh, nope. Beeps in.
Oh,
Also, I just want to get you on a little fact that we didn't notice yet. Adele is in P5 with a soft to hard strategy. Only 5
yeah,
seconds behind Rigraf, by the way.
he has definitely made that strategy work.
And
So it tries. Ghost car moves out of the way, goes into the pits. Doesn't affect the race, fortunately. Does not give DRS to Christian Cummins.
Yes, so Rigraf clawing back the 7/10ths from those cold tires.
Ooh, Christian Cummins spins out.
He resets to track. Oh no.
Oh, on
Christian.
stream. Caught in 4K, not necessarily.
Caught in
But,
10k bit rate.
but yeah, I wonder if that's damaged, but doesn't seem to me. The wing looks intact.
One look benty. The right one looks more bent.
Does that happen in this game?
Yeah, the wind can like start deflecting weirdly. It's
Oh,
a
wow.
sign of like small amounts of damage.
My eyes aren't good enough to notice that, especially with moving cameras. So yeah, but
Peak. Yeah, I mean Labib now right to the back of
yeah,
Christian. Christian blocking Labib.
my money now is on a Ferrari 1-2
Oh, Christian
and
letting-
an Idaho P3.
Yeah, it's so far it seems to be a Ferrari 1-2. I mean, now sending it down inside, outside. Sorry, of Christian Cummings. Christian just extremely slow. So
Yeah, I think
is this
you
slight
might be
wing
right
damage?
with the wing damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
you might be right.
Yeah, I mean, look at that understeer. Like, look how slow he's going through it. Yeah, so Christian Cummings paying the price of resetting to track and
Well-
wing damage.
Yeah.
And this shows. Very unfortunate. Definitely was a contentious race. Sad to see his race go this way.
Yeah, he was the favorite to win this race, but now he has to pit, and I wonder what tires is he gonna put on it
Mediums.
because he used mediums. Yeah,
He can do 10 laps on the softs. Can he?
no, he can't. I don't think he can.
Let's see what tires he's
He's-
putting on. It's soft
Yeah,
tires.
he's the softs, but no, I don't believe he's gonna do 10 laps on the softs. Yeah, that's his race pretty much done now. The
Yeah.
chances of a top 5 are basically gone for him.
Yeah, as
Siggy-
Florida is benefiting and Siggy
Yeah.
heavily benefiting from this right now.
Even
So-
Gibbs, lots of drivers benefiting.
Okay, so Christian Cummings will be making back lots of time on these first 5 laps, but I don't think he's gonna. I'm calling it right now. He's gonna get a blowout tire. Lap 30.
Yeah, I'm calling it. He's gonna make another stop. And
You think he'll
yeah,
make another stop? You think he might not gamble it?
I'm not sure. I don't think the Red Bull engineers are going to take that risk.
You know what's the saddest thing of all right now? Max Verstappen is gonna get passed twice by his teammate in the same race.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen not
Yeah.
having a greatest race, had some incidents, but again, it happens. It's Singapore. It's a very difficult track, and you know mistakes are very high.
As we have Ben now, right on the back of Christian Cummins, the race leader. So the people who started out in the top 2 or top 3 are now back again, but in much lower positions. And the people who weren't necessarily the fastest in qualifying, the Ferraris are now leading the race and looking to seal this 1-2 for their team.
I mean, if you ask me, if this top 5 finishes is what you're going to be looking at for race results, unless someone makes a mistake, because 2 seconds, 9 seconds, 14 seconds, 6 seconds gaps, like, unless someone's going really slow, you won't be expecting a difference to, you know, pop up. Besides Gibbs, who is gaining heavily on Florida right now.
Sector 3. Ben, oh no. Ben seems to be making mistakes as soon as we mentioned him doing good. And yeah, I guess we should just stop focusing. And Maybe he's listening to the broadcast. I don't know.
Okay, so I just got a little bit of notice now. Gibbs is on the medium tires. Florida on the hard tires. So Florida will currently be fighting for P5. Florida and Gibbs. Gibbs is on the better tire, but again, you have to remember that tire wear is really high here, so these tires should drop off in about 6 laps. So if Florida can just keep him behind for 6 laps, it's his P5 to keep.
Yep.
So
But
all
I do
Florida has to
believe-
do right now is just stay calm, keep his foot down, no stress. He theoretically cannot overtake you if you get good exits, as Gibbs is already making mistakes.
Yeah, he just tapped the wall there. Didn't affect him much, but behind Christian Cummins, right up on Mac Verstappen again now. And this time he's gonna have to make the move for position.
Oh, as Max just hands over
Oh.
position.
Yeah, that does make sense. But yeah, the last time by it was Christian Cummins a whole pit stop ahead of Mac, and now they're basically on level
Right.
playing field except for the tires.
You know, I just realized, Sid, there's a Ferris wheel.
Oh, you didn't notice
I
that?
did not notice that. There's a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, it is. It's quite pretty.
Can
With
you
the
actually
lights and
be on the
everything.
Ferris wheel while the race is going on?
I think you. I don't see why not.
Can you imagine it? I'll be sick.
Yeah, that would. But like, I wonder if the Ferris wheel ride keeps going on for 2 hours.
Not 2 hours, probably 20 minutes. But how long is a Ferris wheel? Well, I don't even know. But so far we're not seeing that much positional changes. We do see El Padron currently dueling with Arrow, who was 50 seconds behind, but El Padron seems to be matching Arrow right now. So they're going to be having a fight for last place. Florida right now, Gibbs is getting to the back of Florida. So I'm Gibbs right now, Sid. What are you thinking?
Just making the move and gapping Florida. Simple as that. As a driver, I personally just focus on the driving part. I don't even look at the tire wear or how much fuel I had left or anything like that. I just focus on the driving, and I think that's what Gibbs should do right now.
Think about this ERS difference. Both to be similar ERS, Gibbs definitely does have slightly lower ERS, probably because he wants to get past Florida. About 5 laps on Gibbs tires, 8 laps on Florida's tires, which is, you might think,
Oh.
8 laps on the hards, that must...
Adao pitting again. Sorry to interrupt, but Adao is in the pits and
Oh, he couldn't
he's
make it.
probably going for the softs.
Yeah, it's going for the softs.
Oh no, he has a fresh medium. No, but he's going a soft.
Why didn't he do mediums?
Yeah, he could have done the mediums, but
Can you get fresh softs?
I wonder why. Yeah, I think he has fresh softs because Q1 was the only time softs were used.
Okay, so just a little quick thing here. Florida's in P4.
As the Aston Martin, no, Alpine team principal, you will be quite happy about that. But
Oh no, I'm overjoyed.
yes.
I'm real happy.
But
This is-
that
okay.
that might not last as Gibbs has gotten great exit,
Yeah, so
but not close enough for a move.
Adele behind on fresh softs. Definitely looking to get the fastest lap, I'm pretty sure. Also gonna get past his teammate and Florida, so Florida should be looking to maximize points right now instead of...
Gibbs has made a mistake. Gibbs spun out.
Okay,
Hmm,
so
pretty sure he has a broken wing.
Florida should not be
Yeah.
fighting this right now.
Gibbs doesn't even have a wing left, not just a broken one. There is no wing. So yeah, unfortunate. He was doing really well. This does help out Ben though, making his recovery time. Florida, yeah, I don't think Florida should be fighting Adao at all here.
Yeah. I would love to go to Alpine Engineering chat right now and scream at them, telling them to let him through. Because this position
God.
is definitely with more than... It's just
I
a 2
think-
points difference. It's not with
Yeah.
a race to...
I think Florida is smart enough to realize that.
Please, please
I've
Adele, be gentle.
teamed up with him before.
Be gentle. Get past him. Just be gentle.
Yeah, he's gonna make the move down the DRS straight into
Yeah.
the braking zone most likely. Yeah, already passed him. Okay.
Okay, Florida just needs to use Adele's DRS right now, and hopefully try and get away from Christian Cummings, who has gotten extremely close to the back of that Alpine. So, I mean,
Even if Christian Cummins passes him right now, I don't think his tires are gonna make it to the end. So
yeah,
Florida might have this P5 seal.
yeah, Florida has P5 sealed because you can't really do 10 laps on these softs. So all Florida has to do is just win his race, really. The positions will come to him.
Just keep driving until the checkered flag. That's it. Adao might be going for the fastest lap here as he does the fastest first sector and he's using a bit of his battery. So yeah, he's going for the fastest lap. Let's see what he can do.
I mean, Adao already putting in the fastest first sector, and it's fastest by about a second. That's crazy.
Oh wow. That's the power of the soft tires. Fresh softs are incredible around here, but not for long.
Yeah, low fuel plus fresh softs, you're going to be flying. I don't think Christian's going to be catching it out.
Yeah, Christian has older softer tires, so he's definitely not going to be catching.
Let me check how old his tires are.
Christian has 4 lap old tires and Adao with 1 lap old tire.
Okay, so Christian's going to be pitting in the next 4 laps. There's no way he makes it to the end.
I mean, but considering that there's 5 laps left in the race, he might just stay out.
Yeah, but then at the same time, it's like what I'm saying is going to come into play. He might get a puncture.
Oh, Adao with a 40.0, and yeah, he might get a puncture. Adao's 40.0 fastest lap is faster than most people's qualifying time in Q1. So yeah, that is quite some pace.
Okay, so another thing to consider right now, Christian Cummings has 5 lap old on softs right now, and he has 5 laps to finish. So 10 laps on the softs, definitely not possible.
Yeah, I agree with you. We have a Alpine, I think it is. Oh no, that's a lapped car. Oh. So the Ferraris have lapped a couple of cars already. Oh, and El Padrone loses his wing under the grandstand. That is not something we would like to see. Yeah, at least he keeps it on track and doesn't cause a safety car. That's nice to see. Buffalo Trace and El Padrone not having a great race. Oh, update on Christian Cummins. The tires are still in good condition for now. Still about 4 laps to go to the end of the race, and he just needs to nurse these tires and drive as smoothly as he can, not get any wheel spin. It's okay if he's slower, but he doesn't want to get a puncture later on. As he has built up about 4 seconds to Florida, so he might even get a chance at P5. So if he manages to keep these tires intact until the end of the race. Gibbs on the back of Bebra on fresh softs. Bebra on the medium, looking to make a move down the main straight and thinks better of it. Oh no, he has made the move even before the DRS zone, but that might have cost him because Bebra will now have DRS. And he might just pass him back. But no, Gibbs just gets a much better exit. No way to pass for Bebra. That is, it doesn't really affect the race, but Labib has picked up a 3-second time penalty. But the closest car behind him is 25 seconds back almost. So Yeah, not gonna affect him at all. He could pick up another 20 seconds of penalties and it still wouldn't affect him.
Yeah. So what's happened so far, Sid?
So there have been some moves down the field. Gibbs, after a wing change and fresh softs, has now passed Beeb. Labib has picked up a 3-second penalty, but the closest car behind him is more than 25 seconds away, so he has room for another 21 or 24 seconds of penalties and it'd be fine. So yeah, it seems like the finishing order seems to be pretty solid right now. This might just be the finishing order we get, unless yeah, Hokage doesn't have any penalties, so he's gonna be ahead of Mac and RNG anyway. So, yeah, this is pretty much the finishing order.
Okay. Well, Christian's on 7-lap olds and has 3 laps to finish, so
Yeah, that
we've
is
seen.
the most.
Go ahead.
That is the most interesting thing that might happen on track.
Let's hear Christian
Him
come
getting
to
a
spin.
puncture. Yeah, he just needs to keep things smooth. Just be gentle on the power. He doesn't need to be fast, but he needs to be smooth. Because Florida is still 6 seconds behind. He's not gonna catch up and try to make moves. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna be pitting now. That wouldn't make sense. Labib does seem to be making up the gap to his teammate, but I think Rigraph is just coasting at this point. Even if Labib does pass him, he has 3 seconds of penalties. So yeah, Rigraph effectively has won the race already. He has to just bring it home. Ooh, yellow flag in sector 1.
Oh?
Too late for a safety car now, but
Imagine if
Buffalo Trace is in the wall. So, but yeah, he
if
has
a safety
managed
car would
to
come out right now, imagine if
reverse
it was
out
like a
and
lap earlier.
get the car going again. That's nice to see.
If we got a lap 27 safety car, I think we could see like Florida, a Dow, and these people benefit heavily from it. And the Beeb and Siggy just
You're
suffering.
muted on Discord again, by the way.
Yeah.
Forgettable race for Buffalo Trace. Really, like not having a great race at all. 30
Same,
seconds.
same with Arrow and Alpha Drone and yeah, Buffalo. Not a great race, but you know sometimes you have those bad races.
Yeah. What's important is that he finishes the race because everyone gets points for finishing. As the RNG has spun out. Yeah.
He's has a little bit too much. They had 100 degrees. I don't think he's gonna make it past his 10 right now. He's gonna be spinning. I don't want that, but it has at 100 degrees.
Yeah. And even then, even if he passes Big Elbow, he has penalties. That's a Red Bull has pinned it. That is Mac Verstappen. No wing for Mac. Yeah, not a great result for Red Bull.
Mac needs to finish this lap. There's no coming in. That's a pray you can hold up Big Elbow and RNG behind.
This is really good news for Ferrari fighting Red Bull in the constructors, combined constructors. Red Bull not making the most of this race, which looked to be a sealed Red Bull win, but one mistake is all it takes.
That he's gonna be looking to get past Mac Verstappen. Can't really defend himself.
Yeah.
And RNG now gonna get held up by Mac Verstappen these next couple of corners.
Yeah, let's look at the penalties to see what RNG has. So Mac 6 seconds, RNG with 3 seconds. So even if RNG does not pass him on track, which he does as we speak, he's still be ahead. So with 6 seconds of penalties, even Gibbs is going to be ahead of Mac by the end, even if he does not pass him.
I'll tell you another interesting fact right now, Sid. Half the grid is a minute behind the lead.
Yeah, I was a bit confused when I was watching Mac that it said lap 30 out of 31, but when I switched to Regraph, it said 31. So yeah.
As we realize now, Christian Cummings can make 10 laps work on the softs, but I doubt those softs feel good right now.
Yeah. But somehow he has managed to get pace with them because Florida has actually fallen down further behind. He was 5 seconds a few laps ago, but now he's 6.5 seconds behind.
Yeah, it's me casually praying for those tires to blow out so I can get 2 more points for our team.
Every point counts. That's why Buffalo Trace endured this race so far, but decided to retire the car because he'll still get points and he gets classified.
You know what? I want to just give a quick shout out to the drivers who finish the races, even if they are being lapped or anything like that. It just shows the commitment and the strive to improve. You know? Maybe you haven't had the greatest of races, but you're willing to stick it out, get the result, and be like, okay, what can I take away from this?
Yeah, exactly. Keeping your head down and finishing out the race and then just moving on. That's a really, really important part of being a good racer. And Buffalo Trace and El Padrone Aero, we have to shout out those drivers for doing that this week. There's been a problem with that happening before, which is why we have this new point system in place. Not exactly new anymore, but everyone gets points for finishing the race. And Rigraph has won the race. The fireworks are out for a Ferrari 1-2.
Can't see them.
I can hear them.
You hear them? Where are the fireworks? I can't see them.
They are around the main straight.
Main straight?
But now,
oh,
usually that's where they are.
Oh,
yeah,
I missed
so.
Sucks.
Apologies for missing that on the stream, but yeah.
I had RTX on and everything. I was like preparing for this moment. Well, this is your finishing order. Rigraph, Labib, Adal, Siggy, Christian Cummings, Florida, Ben, Okage, Big Ebro, and RNG round out your top 10. I mean, what do you think about this race, Sid?
Surprisingly clean. That's what I have to say about that. No major incidents between the drivers. The drivers themselves made mistakes, but no major collisions.
Just if just gets a 10-second time penalty.
Yeah. I wonder if Bibra is gonna get ahead because of that. Bibra, we'll find out soon.
Not ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, 12th.
Oh no, I think he is.
Yes. Oh yeah, he was 13th.
Mac was
yeah.
12th. Yeah.
Yeah. Adal,
Yeah, so
definitely deserving of driver of the day. He has.
Yeah, he's definitely my driver of the day.
For sure, mine as well. Also, engineers of the day, definitely Alpine for constructing that really good pit stop for getting Florida right into that fight for the top 5.
Yeah. There might be some bias there, but
no bias at all. 100%
sure.
true.
What do you think about these yellow Ferrari overalls?
I don't. If it had a yellow Ferrari, I'd be happy. But we don't have a yellow Ferrari, so I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel
like
the same way.
Employees.
I think they should have kept the red overalls and made the car yellow.
Oh,
that would be really
sick.
awesome. Yeah.
Again, Ferrari making bad special liveries. We're not really surprised. We're very used to this.
Although the Tuscany one in 2020, I don't know if you remember, that was really nice. Like it was
a burgundy.
It was sort of a Alfa Romeo color, dark red.
Yeah. It's okay. It's better than this one. But again, I just wish they would just slap a different set of paint. Like put Ferrari blue. You know, put something. You know, people don't want to see the same red. Like I know your brand's all about like being red, but at the same time, like what makes marketing is doing crazy things, not being same old.
Sometimes being same old is the better move, though.
True.
But yeah, that is not something that that is up to us to decide. We can always share our opinions.
Say,
Anyway,
he should become TP at
Ray Graf.
Ferrari.
I don't think Peter would like that much, but who knows what happens next season? We'll see.
Huh?
So for now, Ray Graf P1, Labib P2, Adao P3, and let's get them in for interviews. So who do we have in the waiting? Adao, Ray Graf. So let's get in Adao first, our P3 finisher.
Yep, 1 second.
No, yeah, I got it.
Soft to spare.
Yes, you got him in.
Hey,
Hello,
Hello.
Adao.
hey.
So
Hello, hello.
tell us about what you were thinking starting on the softs. You were the only driver to start on the softs.
I mean, it wasn't my call.
Oh,
And it, I mean, it was kind of. We talk about it, me and Fitz, and I just went for it because I didn't make it to Q3 because of the weather. Really fucked up the plans.
Yeah,
I
we
just
saw that.
I just tried, man. I tried to go for the two stops. It worked out really good.
Yeah, that was an incredible drive from you. You made up like 11 spots at the first lap, I think. That was a big move. Or maybe 8 or 9. I'm not exactly sure, but that was a lot of moves for lap 1.
Yeah, it's the power of the softs.
So how long did you feel the power of the softs? I think about lap 5 you were starting to go off.
Yeah. About lap 5, around there. I
Nice,
was
nice.
feeling the wear kicking in.
Yeah, great drive from you, and you were looking really good in qualifying. Unfortunate that changeable weather made it so that you couldn't get a lap in to Q3.
Yeah,
But
it was
yeah,
really unlucky.
do you have any more questions, Luke?
no, not really. You've pretty much covered everything I was thinking about. Nothing more than just congrats on making a very, very, very interesting strategy work out in your favor, to be honest. But my only question is actually, now that I think about it, why did you go to the other set of softs instead of going to the mediums?
At the end,
Yeah.
since I had a lot of softs, uh, just in
Just
the
use them.
garage, I only used one set of softs on qualifying. I just went for it. I stretched my hard stint as far as I could. Then I just went for the softs.
Well, I
Do
mean,
you
it
think
paid
the
off.
Hearts? Do you think the Hearts could have made it to the end?
They could have made it to the end, maybe, but I would have just lost a lot of pace. Lot of pace.
Interesting.
I was already losing.
Yeah,
So
I guess it worked out in the end, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway,
yeah,
great job. Hopefully, we see you up here on the podium next week as well.
hopefully.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too, guys. Thank you.
Take care. Yeah, interesting race from Adele. Big congrats from him,
Yeah,
though.
really good job.
P3.
So now let's get a race winner in Ray Graf, championship leader and the race winner. Hello, hello, hello.
up?
What what are you thinking right now? At the end, you seem like you were just coasting and taking in the scenery at the end. You had a massive gap over your teammate.
Yeah, definitely was just trying to coast at the end and make sure I brought home the win.
Yeah, you seem to have done that a lot this season. At the end, you always have such a big gap that you just have to bring it home. That's all you have to do at the end of the race.
Yeah, yeah,
Now your championship lead is now extended by an even more. I think around 7 points. So now it's up to 77 points. So at this point, you could even miss 2 races, I think, and you'd still be in the lead.
wow.
Do you have any plans of doing that and making the championship interesting?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not on the table.
Yeah, if I was in your position, I would say the same. But yeah, really, really good job today making the most of the opportunities that were presented by mistakes from others. And yeah, Luke, do you have any other questions?
No, just great race, dude. You've been putting on some amazing performances so far in Division 4, and I'm gonna love to see what you can do in D2 or D3 next season, wherever you get put on sort of table.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, and that seems to be it. That rounds out all the drivers. Yeah, Labib obviously not going to be adding any comments. I can tell you that Labib said gotta head out, so I'm guessing he's gonna do something important. Anyways, yeah, that's your Division 4 race. Regraf, Labib, and Adele rounds out your top 3, and interesting race. No safety cars, very surprising, but hey, sometimes things happen. And me and Sid definitely were expecting things to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the result before the race started, maybe we could have thought of a Ferrari 1-2, but as it was in the race, Christian Cummins was looking really comfortable, but unfortunate mistake by him, and that cost him the win. I think he definitely had the win in the bag, but yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, he moves on to next week without too much thoughts about this week's mistake.
And hopefully we will see all of you soon. Next week we have 3 races, Div X at 12 p.m. if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, 12 p.m. EST.
12 p.m. EST. We have Div 3 at 8 p.m. EST, and we have Div 2 at 10 p.m. EST. So we'll see you guys for Div X and Div 3 tomorrow, and I was about to say next week. And we'll see you for Div 4 next week. Take care, everyone.